Brown is 32 years old. He was born 1987. He's had a pretty hard life growing up. No father, single mother. He did Hollywood. He was on a Family Matters the last couple of seasons. He played 3J. He was Richie's best friend. He was kind of like a troublemaker, kind of a literate character. He was Steve Urkel's younger, like a friend to Steve Urkel. Steve Urkel was like his little brother, older brother. He did That's So Raven. He did That's So Raven the movie. He did Kim Possible, I think. Then he did The Proud Family, the animated series. He did a lot of stuff. He did a lot of movies and commercials and a lot of TV shows growing up. He did Major Payne back in 1995 with Damon Wayans, and that was a very, very successful movie. He's had a hard life growing up. He turned to drugs and he turned to violence. He's been arrested over the past couple years of his life. I say the past 4 years, his life turned for the worse. He has a drug problem, a drug problem, alcohol problems, mental health problems. His whole life his whole life has gone downhill. He was on Disney. Disney doesn't. It seems like a lot of Disney stars turn to violence. Who knows why. Like I said, Orlando Brown is a good man, good guy. Very nice, but somehow he turned to drugs to cope with his depression, his problems, and it seems like he's been homeless these past couple years. He's been doing some pretty weird stuff, making a lot of crazy music videos, and doing some pretty wacky stuff. People are making fun of him. He was never really he was making millions. This guy was making a lot of money from That's So Raven, the series. He was friends with Raven Simone. He actually made fun of Raven Simone. He actually said that he dated Raven Simone and they slept together. There were rumors that him and Raven Simone were sexual, and when they were teenagers. Like I said, this guy I'll talk about him in my next video, but I just wanted to tell you that Orlando Brown, I cannot believe how much his life has changed over the past 16 years. In 2004, he was doing the That's So Raven the movie. I think he did Kim Possible, The Proud Family. He was doing a lot of commercials, TV shows, interviews. He was always happy, drug-free. How he turned to drugs, how he turned to violence. He's been arrested for some possession of drugs, theft, doing some other crazy music videos. He shaved his head, hair bald. He's doing some other weird stuff and just trying to act gangster. He's like his whole life, it seemed like he's always been trying to impress people. He's broke now. He spent most of that money on drugs, women. He has a baby mama. His baby mama's always defending him on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. She's very pretty too. He has a lot of baby mamas out there. He has kids from different women. He's done a lot of, he needs help. A lot of people say he needs help. He does. He's been making other accusations lately, and I will get to that in my next video. But Orlando Brown does have suffers from mental health problems and drug addiction. It's been offered to him, but he refuses to help. I think it's because his career is that he's broke. He has about $500,000, which I think but pretty much I think he's homeless. He spent all that money on clothes, drugs, cars, and the same thing happened to Bow Wow. Bow Wow was almost broke too. Bow Wow is broke himself because he spent most of that on drugs, women, and liquor and partying and all that. And that's what the same thing Orlando Brown was doing. But anyway, Mr. J here, peace.